Good morning, and welcome to Commencement, a celebration of your achievements from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I am Dr. Holly Attenborough, Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs, and on behalf of everyone here and Interim Provost Dr. Wayne Weber, who wishes he could have been here, I welcome you to today's ceremony. Would you please stand and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, led today by Emma Wagner. You may be seated. Graduates, today you become part of a special family, that of UW-Platteville alumni. This is the 209th commencement ceremony at UW-Platteville, where more than 57,000 graduates have entered their have earned their diplomas. Congratulations to all our candidates here today. Throughout the day, we will salute graduates of the College of Business, Industry, Life Sciences, and Agriculture, College of Liberal Arts and Education, College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, and graduate programs. As for today's ceremony, we will hear words of encouragement and congratulations from our student speaker, principal speaker, and our chancellor. We will then recognize some special people and finally present the candidates for graduation. Each commencement, a student speaker is chosen to represent the graduating seniors. This year's speaker is Ryan Erickson. Ryan is from Barron, Wisconsin, and is graduating with a degree in agricultural education with an emphasis in technology education. He is currently student teaching at Rice Lake High School. Throughout his collegiate career, Ryan has been active on campus, where he is a member of the UW-Platteville Agricultural Education Society, Collegiate Farm Bureau, Pioneer Dairy Club, and Block and Brittle Livestock Club. Outside of UW-Platteville, Ryan is employed at Broker Farms in Rice Lake. He is also highly involved in his community, volunteering at the Barron County Fair, Wisconsin Farm Technology Days, and the Barron Area Education Foundation. Please welcome Ryan Erickson.
Good morning, and welcome, graduates, supporters, family, and friends, to this commencement ceremony for the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Whether this is your first time on campus or this place has become your home away from home, this ceremony is for you. Even if you are a guest, you wouldn't be here today if you hadn't impacted one of our lives, and for that, we say thank you. And graduates, we've made it. We've been through ups and downs, struggles and successes, but together, we've persevered. The memories we've made will last a lifetime, and the education that we've worked for is eagerly waiting to be put to use. So today, I'd like to share with you two simple questions that I believe summarize how far we've come and where we are heading next. Those questions are, what do you stand for, and what do you strive for? What do you stand for? Sounds like a pretty simple question. It's a question that can apply to each and every area of our lives and make us pause to consider why we do what we do. Last year, I was confronted about what I stand for within a few hours of arriving here on campus, as I met my new roommate for the first time. You see, I'm a farm kid through and through. Was born and raised on a beef farm and hope to be raising cattle until the day I die. Now here's a question for you. What type of person do you think would be the perfect roommate for a beef farmer? Any guesses? Well, if you guessed a vegetarian, then you guessed correctly, and that's exactly the roommate I got. Yet somehow, even though our friendship should have never worked out, I now consider Felipe to be one of my best and closest friends. Yes, we have our own opinions, but we respect what each other stands for, and our friendship actually thrives off of our differences. But what about you? I hope you've all had classmates, friends, groups, or organizations that have either challenged or reinforced what we believe. Yet either way, we learn more about ourselves through these genuine interactions with others. InterVarsity Bible study was one place where I found like-minded individuals that both challenged my faith and reinforced what I believe. Maybe you also stand for your beliefs. Maybe for your morals. Maybe you stand for your reputation. One of my favorite quotes comes from a man with quite a reputation, John Deere, as he once stated, "I will never put my name on a product that does not have in it the best that is in me." How about you? How have your interactions with others impacted what you stand for? What do you want others to notice when they watch how you live your life? What do you stand for? But I would also like to ask, what do you strive for? As we close this chapter of our lives, an exciting new chapter is about to open. What will you do with it? Will you strive to own your own business someday? Or maybe move up the ladder in a well-respected company? Some of you might strive to travel the world or continue your education, while others might strive to settle down, start a family, and become an active part of your local community. Together, we have all reached this milestone today. What's in store for you next? As we start these new jobs and new aspirations, you may feel like life is happening way too fast and you just can't handle it all. It's easy to get overwhelmed. I've experienced this feeling countless times while at Platteville, just in a slightly different context. I thought it would be a great idea to have a bike here on campus, to quickly ride from class to class and building to building. What I didn't realize is that my old bike really didn't have very good brakes, which made a bike ride across this campus feel more like a bike ride through the Swiss Alps. No brakes, not a good idea, not here in Platteville. I resorted to dragging my shoes on the concrete sidewalks to try and slow myself down and avoid crashing at the bottom of every hill. Now, using my shoes to slow myself down may not have been the perfect solution, but life will throw us our share of challenges. And when that happens, I would encourage you to do the same. Not to drag your feet, but to use what you stand for to slow yourself down, gain control, and direct what you strive for. We've come a long way in our time as pioneers, but now is the time to prove. What do you stand for, and what will you strive for? Thank you.
Today's principal speaker is UW System President J.O. Rothman. President Rothman began his tenure as the 9th president of the University of Wisconsin System on June 1st, 2022. With 13 universities across 26 campuses and a statewide extension network, the UW System is home to world-class education, research, and outreach, serving approximately 165,000 students and awarding nearly 37,000 degrees each year. President Rothman leads a statewide workforce of faculty, academic, and university staff and graduate assistants. President Rothman previously served as the chairman and CEO of the law firm Foley & Lardner, LLP. He was the chairman and CEO of Foley & Lardner for 11 years and a member of the firm's management committee for 20 years. President Rothman serves as a director of Quad Graphics, Inc. and Mayville Engineering Company, Inc. His community involvement has included serving as a director of Junior Achievement of Wisconsin and the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. President Rothman earned a bachelor's degree from Marquette University and a law degree from Harvard Law School. Please welcome President J. Rothman.
Thank you for that very kind introduction, and good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Ryan, I think you might have said it all, so we'll see where we go with this. But, you know, I am honored to be with all of you today on this day of well-deserved celebration. And I offer to each of you my sincere congratulations. Your University of Wisconsin-Platteville degrees, which are so much more than just a piece of paper, are the culmination of years of hard work, long hours of study, and so many sacrifices by you and those who care for you. Well done. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the families and welcome the families, friends, the faculty, staff, and others who are here to help mark this grand occasion. You are each part of these great success stories, which are only getting started. Thank you for all of your contributions which have made today possible. It is my enormous privilege to serve as president of the UW system. Well, I came to this role back in June, as Holly noted, with great respect for what the UW system and its families of 13 universities contribute to our state. I now believe I underestimated, probably fairly significantly, the impact of our university system on Wisconsin. And that's because of the students sitting out here today. As I have seen and heard over and over again, you are accomplishing so much, and you are so engaged in the UW experience, both on and off campus. Quite frankly, I think it's a really good thing that I'm at my stage in life, because I'm quite convinced I could not compete with you. You're an impressive group of people. But let's turn our focus to today. As graduates of UW-Platteville, you are part of the UW's wonderful legacy and great promise. As we send you out into the world, I thought I might share some advice. I appreciate it's unsolicited, but I hope you'll bear with me. There are several tidbits of wisdom that I might have found relevant or useful to hear when I was sitting in my graduation just a few years ago. I encourage you to be leaders. What do I mean by that? I'm not suggesting you have to run for mayor or be a CEO, although that's great if that's what you aspire to, but rather to take charge of your own life and be intentional and proactive in making a difference. This leads me to my first tidbit of wisdom. Find your passion. Have a purpose in your life. Your greatest challenge going forward won't be finding a job or commanding a high salary. I submit to you that your greatest challenge in life may be identifying your passion and your purpose. I ask that you ponder this question, and Ryan's already raised this. What will you stand for, and how will you be remembered? There's a wonderful poem by Linda Ellis called The Dash. The dash she refers to is between the date of birth and the date of death that you see on a tombstone. The date of birth and the date of death aren't all that important in the scheme of things. She writes, it's the life that is captured by that dash that is the meaningful part. The life we choose to live and the impact we have on people around us in that life. To quote from the closing lines of her poem, so when your eulogy is being read, with your life's action to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? Your purpose may not be defined in your first job or your second or your third. It might not even come from your occupation. But nothing will bring greater value to your sense of character and the hard work that you do every day than finding something that brings meaning to your life, something that kindles your passion. I suspect that many of you are already discovering this very thing because you have it exhibited in your campus life. You think beyond yourselves and what you can do to make things better, whether it's on campus, in the community, or in the world at large. It means getting involved, having a vision, bringing people together behind an idea, and putting in the hard work to get that accomplished. It means finding your purpose in life and defining how you will spend your dash. My second tidbit of wisdom is to define what success means to you. That's a very individual thing. Society and other people have a way of trying to do that for you, have a way of trying to define what is success for you. I bet you've noticed that. But I urge you to look inward. Get to know yourself, understand yourself, and figure out what you want your life to look like and mean. That's the best foundation to build your own plan for success as you define it, and then stay true to it. Keep in mind that success is not often and not always about wealth or material possessions. I've known a lot of wealthy people in my life, some of whom who were just unhappy, and some of whom were just plain miserable. The old adage about money not necessarily equating to happiness is absolutely true. As you begin your life as a graduate of this great institution, I encourage you to focus on what makes you happy and fulfilled, because that will define for you what is success. Third tidbit of wisdom: be resilient in the face of life's challenges. Life is a marathon and not a sprint. It sounds trite, probably is at some level, but it's absolutely true. There will always be ups and downs. But what matters is how you handle those ups and downs. Learn from things that when they don't go the way you expect, or when life throws you a curveball, like a global pandemic. You've actually had a crash course in what it means to be resilient over the last several years. You were in the midst of your college experience during a time of almost unprecedented challenge, as we all learned to navigate what we all hope is a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. But you didn't give up. You persevered, and you seized the opportunities that were presented, like studying and graduating from this great institution. The lessons we all learned from the pandemic were hard-earned, but always remember that you overcame great adversity and not only persevered, you succeeded. Take that resilience, take that muscle memory that you developed from those experiences and apply it in the future. As Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Don't judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got up again." Or if you prefer, Winston Churchill, and I quote again, "If you're going through heck," and he actually used a different word because it was Winston Churchill, but if you're going through heck, keep going. Resilience is the cornerstone of success. And the fourth tidbit of wisdom: embrace in your daily routine the practice of expressing gratitude. Particularly during the challenging times of your life, ponder all the good things for which you can and should be grateful. I encourage graduates for you to look around this auditorium today, your family and friends. Take a look at the faculty and staff sitting in front of you. You have much for which to be grateful. You might be surprised and gratified to learn that list, when you start listing what you have to be grateful for, is a lot longer than you thought. Finding gratitude is a powerful force for happiness and should not be underestimated. Practice it regularly, and I suggest you will see positive change. And as you practice gratitude, don't ever forget the opportunities that you will have to give back or pay it forward, however you want to look at it, because that is a way of expressing gratitude as well. Sitting here today, you are on the cusp of another great adventure. You have the opportunity to continue to learn, to grow as a person, and achieve great success. You have the opportunity to live the Wisconsin idea. And what does that mean precisely? The Wisconsin idea is the long-held principle that the university should improve people's lives beyond the classroom and the boundaries, the physical parameters of the university. That means you, who are part of the University of Wisconsin family, should embrace this Wisconsin idea and take it as your personal responsibility to improve lives. It's a responsibility that connects the University of Wisconsin and its people to the greater community. It's a call to use your talents and skills to improve our communities, our state, our great country, and the world. That is the Wisconsin idea that you can now live. How and where you will wield your influence and practice leadership will probably evolve. As you grow older, your perspectives, your views of life will probably change. They'll become more refined. But one of the things we all tend to place greater value on is on community. Today, community means so much more than when I was sitting in the chairs that you occupy today, especially in an age of technology that can turn the whole world into the community that you care about. But however you define community, be confident that you can make a difference. This great university has prepared you well for the journey ahead. As you wind up your university career and prepare to step out in the world beyond, I also encourage you to step up. Please remember that opportunity is earned, it's not just granted, but you are ready to meet the challenges and opportunities that will come your way. I'm excited for what's ahead of you, and I wish you great success. You are now part of the University of Wisconsin family of alumni. Welcome to that club, and be very proud. In my travels around the state, it has become abundantly clear that UW-Platteville and all of the other institutions that make up the UW system are such vital parts of their regions, serving and enriching the lives of students and their communities. That connection is essential to the success of our state, and it must continue. So when you move your tassels on your mortarboards from the right to the left, I want you to keep in mind another role that you take on as a graduate of UW-Platteville. There is nobody better than you to tell the story of this great university's value and its positive impact. You and your fellow Pioneer alumni are making your mark here in Wisconsin and out in the world stage. And when you look at the alumni of this university, whether they be scientists or engineers or physicians or nurses or English teachers, software developers or coders or entrepreneurs, IT specialists, farmers, accountants, artists, and that list goes on and on. Where there is a need or opportunity, I am confident that Pioneer alumni will step up and make a difference. Graduates, you are prepared for what's out there, and you have the potential, the passion, and the power to improve our world. I'm excited to see what your futures hold, and I could not be more proud. I wish you the best on this great day of celebration and in the years ahead. Congratulations and Godspeed.
I now ask that Terry Bush, Treasurer of the Alumni Association, to come forward.
Thank you, Assistant Provost Attenborough. By your graduation here today, you're now part of a special group, UW-Platteville alumni, and you're not alone. I now ask all UW-Platteville alumni to stand and be recognized. The UW-Platteville Alumni Association annually recognizes outstanding graduates with the Honorary Lifetime Pioneer Award by awarding them lifetime membership in the Alumni Association. The award is based on a variety of criteria, including campus activities, leadership, community involvement, professional development, and employment, academic excellence, and probability of future involvement in the Alumni Association. I ask the following graduate to stand and be recognized as the College of BILSA Alumni Association Lifetime Membership recipient, Allison Stencil. Congratulations, Allison.
Thank you, Terry. It is now our honor to welcome Dr. Tammy Avedovich. Dr. Tammy Avedovich has been the interim chancellor at UW-Platteville since June 1st, 2022. Previously, she held the role of provost for 2 years at UW-Platteville. Please help me welcome interim chancellor Tammy Avedovich.
Good morning. When I was asked what I wanted to say today, I said, well, I'm going to keep it brief because I know what we all really want to get to today. So I will keep this brief. Welcome to the Fall 2022 Commencement. Whether you are here as a graduate, a dignitary, family, friend, faculty, or staff, I thank you for your support and for being a part of the Pioneer community. To our graduates, I'm excited and honored to be here today to celebrate this monumental milestone with all of you. On behalf of the entire university, congratulations. We are so proud of your accomplishments and your dedication to your journey to be where you are here today. Today is all about you, and we are honored to celebrate it with you. I am so proud that you took a chance upon yourself. You've provided yourself with an opportunity to seek out higher education in a field that is meaningful to you. And I'm so thankful that you chose UW-Platteville to invest in yourself. I firmly believe that education is truly your own, and no one can take it away from you. And you, our graduates, are now ready to join the workforce and have the privilege and distinct honor of being UW-Platteville alumni. Whatever field you enter, the odds are very high that you will find a Pioneer Alumni Fellow next to you. You are now a part of a very proud and dedicated alumni base who look out for each other and help each other. Always pioneers. Today is the first day of your journey and commitment to lifelong learning. Know that you leave here today and know that you can always come back to your Platteville home. Whether it's the next year, 5 years, or decades from now, we will always welcome you back. Always. So be steadfast, be well, and be pioneers. Thank you.
You may wonder what the different colored stoles and cords are around many of our graduates. Our international students wear white flag stoles featuring the United States flag and the flags of their home countries. UW-Platteville students who have studied abroad wear stoles featuring the flags of the countries where they studied. Clubs, organizations, and honor societies have also bestowed the different colored stoles and pins on their graduates, representing additional extracurricular and high-impact practice learning. I call special attention to those wearing gold honor cords. These gold cords are worn by students who have received academic honors. Students with honors are also designated with asterisks in the commencement program. We're going to recognize our honor students now. Each year, the colleges recognize our valedictorians, students with the highest grade point averages, as well as outstanding accomplishments. For the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, we ask that the 2022 valedictorian, Ryan Erickson, to stand. Congratulations. Will the individuals who are graduating magna cum laude please rise? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages above a 3.5. Congratulations to our magna cum laude graduates. Now, will the students earning the highest honors and are graduating summa cum laude please stand? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between 3.75 and 4.0. Please join me in congratulating the summa cum laude graduates again. Each faculty member has a different style of gown and accessories depending on his or her field and level of education. For a PhD, the hood is large, colorful, and has a silk patch and a velvet patch. The silk patch represents the colors of the institution that gave the degree, and the velvet tells you what kind of degree it is. The doctoral gown has a black velvet strip that extends down the front, and as well as 3 black velvet strips across the sleeves. For the master's degree, the hood is the same length as the doctor's hood, but does not fully expose the lining, and the velvet edge is not as wide. Faculty and staff wear the color of the institution that granted the highest degree they've been awarded. Please join me in recognizing our faculty and staff. And now, all the individuals who are candidates for the bachelor's degrees, please stand. That's you. Chancellor Ivetovich, as Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs and as directed by the university faculty, I certify that the individuals standing before you are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, or Bachelor of Science, and upon completion of the prescribed curricula, are entitled to receive their degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricular completed.
Upon this certification by the Provost and Vice Chancellor, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto.
And now, undergraduates, please take your tassel and move it from right to left on your mortarboard as you are now UW-Platteville graduates. Congratulations. Please be seated as we begin the awarding of individual degrees. We know that this is an exciting time, but I ask that everyone show respect for the graduates and for those seated near you. All here are anxious to hear the names of their own graduates. so please refrain from excessive celebration or using artificial noisemakers. Dr. Karen Stanley, Associate Professor in the School of Business, will read the names of the candidates. I ask Dr. Charles Steiner, Interim Dean of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, to come forward.
Good morning. I'm honored to be here today as we celebrate your graduation. Chancellor Avedovich and Assistant Provost Attenborough, as Interim Dean of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science. Candidates, please begin coming forward.
Brian John Erickson. Carly Adler. Hussein Mohammed Sayed Al-Habib. Nathan Arinta. Charles John Ayers. Alexis Azier. Nicholas Baxo. Jacob Barnick. Danielle Bowden. Olivia Beechler. Cade M. Benson. Nico Alexander Berthelon Lathrop. Kelly A. Bonack. Alexis M. Boston. Alyssa Marie Beekner. Brennan Burkhart. Bryce M. Bermania. Andrew G. Burns. Kendra A. Kane. Carson Camacho. Jared R. Carney. Caitlin Condon. Caitlin J. Crawford. Samuel Dawson. Allison M. Diederich. Allison Differt. Emily Dodelaire. Sawyer Francis Iden. Samir Ray Elwardigi. Haley Grace Elsner. Jacob Douglas Erickson. Charlize Blair Faulkner. Abigail J. Field. Benton Flanagan. Fritz Fredericks. Trevor Galligan. Ben Gansmer. Emery Gaydon. Mitchell Good. Madeline Christina Gorski. Hannah Carissa Ginther. Rachel E. Gundrum. Virginia May Haas. Trevor Lance Hackle. Elijah Hardy. James D. Hart. Abigail May Hayes. Sydney Marie Hebby. Eric Heisner. Emma Catherine Hoffman. Brooks Hovden. Chance Zane Huberty. Eric Jakowski. Emma Kaylee Jackson. Haley Kelchin. Alec Kessel. Jessie Claire Kitsky. Eric W. Kisser. Tyler J. LeConte. Hannah C. Lemke. Susanna Lohr. Reese P. Lynch. Jessica Marie Marr. Seth Martin. Evelyn G. Marks. Ross William Matthews. Sean Maurer. Iris Sue Modica. Anna Maria Moyer. Mitchell T. Milner. Noah Mulrooney. David Nails. Ethan L. Newman. Isaac J. Nowlin. Josephine M. Norgren. Catherine R. Novak. Adam Ulrichs. Jacob Wesley Oltmans. Nancy Otavi. Amy Elizabeth Payne. Logan Peranto. Nicole A. Plenty. Jared B. Quinn. Jenna M. Raisback. Cade M. Rajek. Alexander W. Rita. Matthew Sawyer Rita. Savannah Jane Rodriguez. Troy Schaefer. Haley Schulenberg. Mindy Smits. Michael Stanke. Emily Lorraine Stegich. Allison E. Stencil. Zachary Strugesser Hartwig. Scott Stremkowski. Ryan Stunkel. Veronica Tenhagen. Christopher Joseph Thompson. Bryce Trask. Jessica Tripolin. Tyler William Vandervelden. Trevor Verhagen. Brooke J. Wackerlin. Michael Paul Waddell. Danielle Ray Waldera. Aiden C. Wallace. Jacob Daniel Washoe. Brandon Waggle. Julia Weiss. Alyssa Wilson. Benjamin A. Wilson. Ryan Erickson again.
On behalf of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture and the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, congratulations.
I already said this once, but I'm going to say it again. Upon this certification with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I'm pleased to confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attended thereto.
Again, congratulations to all of our undergraduate students. Putting together this ceremony takes considerable work, much of it behind the scenes. Thank you to the following: the Commencement Committee, led by Michael Breitner, Commencement Marshal, Dr. Louise Nazega, Professor Emeritus of Business, Dr. Karen Stanley, who read the names, Symphonic Wind Ensemble for the music, Teaching and Technology Services, Division of University Relations. For all those just mentioned who helped the production of today's ceremony, please rise and be recognized. It is a distinct honor to recognize this next group. Sitting in front of the stage is a group who has taught, advised, mentored, and so much more the graduating class. I am constantly moved by the astonishing passion and dedication of our faculty and staff here at UW-Platteville. Would the faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? And none of this would have been possible without this last group, who has helped our graduates throughout their collegiate careers and indeed their entire lives. Would the families and friends of all the graduates please stand and be recognized? Now please turn to page 36 of your commencement program for the alma mater, Led Again by Emma Wagner. Please be seated. The commencement ceremonies have been recorded and are available for on-demand viewing on the commencement website. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me once again recognize the graduating class of December 2022. Please remain seated until the faculty have left the auditorium. Once the faculty have left, graduates are dismissed and can join their families and friends. This concludes our ceremony. Once again, congratulations to all the University of Wisconsin-Platteville graduates. Please start the recessional. Graduates, you are now dismissed to find your family or friends, and once again, congratulations.